Jaya, Shivara Jaya here from vitalcoaching.com. The topic for this video is make it easy for people to work with you, especially if you are offering any form of service, if you have a business. You know, lots of you out there are creating products or are creating things, and eventually you will have to deal at some point with customers or clients. And I would like to give you some hints on the core mistakes that I see people doing when they are doing that. Those tips work as well if you are collaborating with other people on creating things, you know, precisely being a team in a business, or creating or launching products together, or doing things that basically require you to be collaborating with somebody. This could be, of course, a long video because there is lots of things that we can cover, but I'm going to give you a few hints so that we can really understand what's going on. Consider that when you arrive on a website, for instance, you have what we can call the user's experience, right? It's going to be either very easy to flow, very easy to find information, or it's going to be hurdles after hurdles, things crashing, not working the way they are supposed to. So when you arrive on the website, you will eventually get a feeling on how positive the experience was while you were on the website. So when you are collaborating with somebody, you are going to have the same kind of feeling or experience. Was it a pleasant experience or was it a challenging one? I'm going to quickly give you a few of the qualities that I find are essential when you are offering precisely something or collaborating with other people. First one, focus. Then you have transparency, you have win-win, focusing on win-win and creating really a team spirit with the people with who you are collaborating. The next one is flexibility. This is a big one. You need to be able to adapt and to be flexible. The next one is positive vibes. Then you need to offer also clarity, have ease and flow, have a heart-based experience with the people you collaborate with, kindness, honesty, and gratitude. So those are, you know, some of the first things that come here when I sit down and for a couple of minutes, I do a check-in on what is important. There's, of course, way more, of course. But here are some of the ideas. So I'm going to tap into some of those so that you realize maybe it gives you some hints on how to apply those things. The first one that comes to mind over here is positive vibes. So, of course, you know, you're sitting down with somebody and organizing something, launching a product or launching something within a team. Of course, you want to have positive vibes with that person. You want to be in a positive spirit. Somebody who is toxic, negative, complaining, seeing only the negatives about what you can create together is going to bring the whole spirit of the experience down. It's not going to be a positive, of course, experience to be in presence of that person. So if you're the one offering something or trying to collaborate with somebody, come up with positive vibes. Of course, it's a no-brainer. It's logical, but sometimes we forget how important that is. Another one, the idea of flexibility, of course, that's important as well. If you come up with an idea and it's completely rigid, and you're trying to collaborate or set up something with another person, you are going to block that person's input or that person's impact into your field, and eventually create something that is going to be only your own vision. So when you are in a team spirit, you are creating something together, you want to bring in the resonance, which is the collaboration of both of those sides or both of those visions, so that the third vision that is created is the result of a collaboration. So the flexibility means that you might have some ideas and eventually drop some of the things that you thought were non-negotiable maybe, or some of the ideas that you had, and eventually adapt and collaborate so that what you create at the end is a greater result. It's a better result than something that would have been only your input. Another one, ease and flow, that comes from the same idea. It is the possibility to go with flow rather than to be there with a rigid mind. When you're trying to manifest something, very often it will require adaptability to circumstances that you haven't seen before. And so you need to be able to go with the flow of what's happening right there, rather than being a rigid, straight line. So this comes also with the idea of flexibility. The kindness and heart-based. Again, of course, this is purely intuitive, that when you are in the presence of somebody who is heart base, that person is going to make you feel better. And so the kindness, or how you relate to each other, it means that it's a field of diplomacy rather than a field of aggression, triggers, demands, pressure. You know, you want to relax into that space. You want to be able to relax. Another one that is really important is the honesty, transparency. Those are the values that you are going to be anchoring when you are collaborating, or when you are receiving clients, or you are trying to sell something. You want to deal or to do business with people who are in integrity and honesty. You know that if they promise something, they are going to be true to their word. Another one that is really important is the sense of gratitude. Of course, you want to express gratitude. You want to be thankful for collaborating. One thing that I do with my clients always, you know, it's always thank you for choosing me. Thank you for working with me. Thank you for trusting me. I honor the fact that you showed up into my field and gave me that trust, and I am open to work with you again in the future. It would be a pleasure. You see, this is the idea of gratitude, being grateful for the experience and being grateful for the openness and the possibility to engage into that space together. Another one here, the focus, the idea of focus. If you're trying to collaborate with somebody and that person has 10 different projects going on, 10 different businesses they are trying to run, and they are not available, you know, and they are not prioritizing this project, then eventually, of course, the possibility of working together is going to be dropped. So everything that I'm giving you here are really tools and tips and strategies and values and mindsets to make it easy to work with you. How easy is it to work with you between 0 and 100%, whether you are collaborating in a team or receiving clients or customers or trying to sell products? How easy is it between 0 and 100%? Give yourself a mark. And then if you feel like there are certain things that you are doing that are difficult for people to deal with, then try to do something about it. For instance, you might come to meetings and not be really focused, get distracted on your cell phone, or be stressed and be, you know, high energy, a bit passionate about what you're doing, but basically have lack of consistency, not showing up on time, be out of integrity with payments, for instance, or things like that. So you want to keep on upgrading your game so that eventually people are craving and wanting really to work with you. So this is overall, this is called professionalism. Okay, you don't want to be an amateur in how you're showing up. You want to be a professional, and offering a professional service or working with other people in a professional way means that you are going to show up and really perform at a high level when it comes to collaboration or offering services. I hope this makes sense, and if you have any questions on that, feel free to reach out, feel free to post in the comments, and let me know how you are doing. Did you have any experiences with people in your field when trying to collaborate or trying to receive something from them in the form of service or in the form of a product, and you felt that it was a terrible experience? What was the deal breaker? Why is it that it was not a positive experience? And is this something that you are applying in your life as well? Is there anything that you are doing right now in your professional offerings or in your collaborations with people that are massive turn-offs? Is there anything that you feel you could improve? And again, what is your mark or your score, 0 to 100%? How high are you scoring when it comes to creating or collaborating or offering services? Is your offering at at its peak, anywhere between 80 to 100%, or is there something in the way you are positioning yourself in the market that could use a little bit of upgrade? Which one of those points do you score high on? Is it, focus, transparency, win-win, team building, team spirit, flexibility, positive energy, clarity, ease and flow, heart-based kindness, honesty, gratitude? There's another one that I didn't mention over here, but it's authority, skills, expertise, in what you're doing? Are you actually knowledgeable in what you are sharing and doing with the world, in your collaborations with people? Do you know actually what you're doing? So again, you can kind of map all that and see the places where you could be improving. Keep on winning, keep on rising. I love you. See you soon.